Welcome to Big Mike's Real Reviews. This is Big Mike, and today I'm going to do a little something different on the channel today. I have a friend, Hellspawn Cosplay, Demetrius Holt, who asked me to review a project he produced on YouTube recently. It's a very informative subject. It's on Juneteenth, Enter the Deities of the African Diaspora. So basically this is a documentary that he produced about the African deities and how they're portrayed in media today, or lack thereof. So I'm going to review the video today, the documentary that he produced, and give my non-biased review of that. So I ask you to please watch and share, and it'll be very informative information. So I'm going to put a link in the description below to the actual documentary so you can watch it as well and get this information for yourself. So in watching this video, it was very informative. These are things that I have been interested in as well. I am a fan of mythologies, and I am also a proponent of diversity and inclusion. And I did find this information very informative, and this documentary very well put together. So the premise behind this was cosplayers getting together and actually representing a lot of the pantheon of African gods and goddesses. What a lot of people actually don't know as well, as a lot of the other pantheons that people are familiar with, as in Greek and Norse mythology and things like that, due to the popularity of superhero movies and the like today, a lot of those inspirations do come from the African pantheon. The information portrayed here is very important to the times that we're living in now, when we're talking about the subject of inclusion and also representation, because representation does matter. I did really enjoy this documentary. I did really like what they were putting together here, of how the cosplayers came together and trying to bring awareness to this particular subject. Now, again, like I said, it's going to be a non-biased view of this documentary. Now, one of the things that I thought would have been very helpful would have been to actually, as they're interviewing, a lot of the cosplayers about their feelings of the subject, to also perhaps dive into a lot of the gods they're portraying of the African pantheons, and be a little bit more informative of that as well. Kind of do a deep dive in each of the characters. Like when they showed a cosplayer who was representing a different character or a different deity, I do believe that it would have been more helpful to actually give a little history behind that particular deity that they were representing, so that the viewer would be a little bit more informed. It is very helpful, of course, to do your own research. I really actually am an information junkie, so I like to do a lot of research, but a lot of people are not like that. So in a video like this, even though I do believe that this was well done and that something like this should be produced more often, but a little bit more information on each particular deity that were being represented, I felt like should have been done to give people a little more education on those particular deities, where they came from, and kind of giving a little more information behind that. Now, I'm not going to do a rating system like I usually do for movies and things like that. This is just going to be my review of this particular documentary, like I said, which I really did enjoy. And the only really criticism I have of it is that I believe that there should have been more deep dives into some of the deities that the cosplayers were portraying. But outside of that, I'm going to leave the link in the description, like I said before. I urge you to check it out. Even educate yourselves on things of this matter, so you can really educate yourself on things like this, so you can really see how important that representation is to certain groups of people. So with that being said, that's going to be the end of the video. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra generous, give this video a like. It's much appreciated. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified of all my latest content. And once again, thanks for watching, and see you next time.